Tonight, two new positive cases of COVID-19 in Whitman County.
And Costco is putting a limit on what? Murrow News 8 starts now.
Murrow News 8 starts right now.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Luke Hudson.
And I'm Ariel Yacobazi. Welcome back to Murrow News 8. Now, as most of us are practicing social distancing during this time, a lot of us have been reporting from home. Luke, how do you feel about reporting from home during this time?
Well, it's a little bit disappointing to not be in the studio, of course, but it's great to still have an opportunity to bring news to viewers and to practice some of these skills that we've been building up over the semester. So overall, I think it's a positive learning experience. I just hope everybody stays safe.
I agree.
But yeah, definitely. Let's get into the news for tonight. The Whitman County Public Health Department confirmed two more positive COVID-19 cases in the county, which brings the total to 10. Now, according to the department, the newest patients are a woman aged 18 to 44 and a man aged 18 to 44. Both of those patients are self-isolating. KHQ reports that the age ranges changed to mirror the State Department of Health's daily epidemiology report. Now, before, the ranges were narrower, such as 20 to 29 and 30 to 39. According to the Public Health Department, there are 220 negative cases in the county.
The Kirkland-based company Costco will be taking additional steps in order to comply with social distancing. Costco will start allowing 2 people per membership to enter the warehouse beginning April 3rd. This step comes after the company has already put limits on how many items of certain in-demand products members can buy.
WSU also announced today that it will only be hiring new employees who are, quote, mission critical, unquote. All faculty hires will also require approval from the interim provost and then either the executive vice president or the particular campus chancellor. Non-academic hires will also need approval by the appropriate vice president or the campus chancellor of where they're being hired. In a press release on WSU Insider, WSU will also be freezing the salaries of all executive positions until 2021, and that's in June. And this means that the salaries of people such as WSU President Kirk Schultz are not going to increase from now until then.
Coming from Como News, health officials believe that Washington State should expect a coronavirus peak in about 3 weeks. Washington State's health officer, Kathy Lofi, expects the peak to occur around April 19th. Lofi also said that this estimate is based on new modeling done by the University of Washington Institute of Health Metrics and Evaluations. What you can see on your screen now is the accumulation of cases per 100,000 people in the states of New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Washington, and California from Washington Governor Jay Inslee. In the past few days, you can see that New York has had a significant accumulation of cases, as well as New Jersey. Just as Lofi said, Washington should expect a peak in 3 weeks.
According to CNN, more states across the country are issuing stay-at-home orders for their residents, similar to Washington. Now, here's a list of a few of them. Arizona, Kansas, Maine, Maryland, Nevada, Pennsylvania, Virginia, and Florida were among the late states in that they didn't issue these orders until March 30th or later. Now, our live reporter, Grace Arness, will be joining us from Pullman to discuss what you should know about screening for the coronavirus. Grace?
Screening for the coronavirus started here in Pullman just last week, and we thought it would be important to give you some key information about the Screening and Triage Center at Pullman Regional Hospital. First of all, the hospital does screenings. This means when a patient arrives at the triage center, a healthcare professional will ask them questions about their health and potentially administer a COVID-19 test. The swab taken from a patient will not be tested at Pullman Regional Hospital. PRH is asking all patients who think they are experiencing symptoms to first call a hotline set up to pre-screen patients at 509-336-7345 before coming to the triage center. Patients will be charged $51.31 for their test if they end up getting one. On their website, the hospital makes sure to mention that not everyone who is screened will be tested. According to the Daily Evergreen, only 40% of patients were tested on Monday. You also do not need a doctor's note for the screening. If you have any questions, make sure to call the hotline at the top of the screen. First, back to you, Luke.
Thanks, Grace, for that important update on how to get screened, especially if you're in Whitman County. Now, for those of you who are still in Pullman, you might be experiencing some snow showers like I am. Caitlin, how long can we expect them to last?
Thank you, Luke. Well, today Pullman saw a mixture of rain and snow with a high of 42 degrees. These flurries are off and on, so be prepared with a jacket and roads may be slick. Tonight will be mostly cloudy, light chance of snow showers. You can expect a of 28 degrees. Tomorrow, we are looking at a chance of snow showers before noon, followed by rain, a high of 45 in the afternoon with potential to be partly sunny. There will be a small chance of rain and snow showers before 8 p.m., then a chance for snow showers between 8 and 11, with a low of 29 degrees. You can thank a cold, long wave trough for this. It is bringing in cold and unsettled to the northwest. Going into the 5-day forecast, you can see that on Friday there will be more possible rain and snow showers with the potential to be mostly sunny in the afternoon. Typically spring as we get a taste of all different types of weather. Saturday, we will have a break from the snow and rain with a mostly sunny day and a high near 47 degrees. A short wave disturbance occurs though through Sunday and Monday, which means the rain will return. Sunday will have a chance of snow showers in the morning, followed by more rain. Monday will be about the same, slight chance of rain and snow, but you will see it up slightly with a high of 51 degrees with possible sun outbreaks later on. That's all from me. Back to you, Luke.
Thanks, Caitlin. Hopefully all of us can stay warm. Now, some I'm sure are wondering how the world of sports is holding up. Zach, what do you have for us tonight?
Well, Luke, we saw another cancellation. Wimbledon 2020 has been canceled because of COVID-19. According to The Guardian, this is the first time Wimbledon has been canceled since World War II. The championships were scheduled to be from June 29th to July 12th, but because the event takes at least 2 months of pre-event preparation, it didn't work with the government lockdown and rules on social distancing. Also, with distancing, the NCAA is extending their recruiting dead period to May 31st. According to Sports Illustrated, the extension was made because concerns of COVID-19. The mandatory recruiting dead period was put into place one day after the NCAA canceled winter sport championships and spring sports. A dead period is where a college coach cannot have face-to-face contact with athletes or attend their games, but they are still able to contact the athletes using other methods of communication. With some good news, even though we don't have physical sports, the NBA 2K is trying to fill that gap. According to CBS Sports, the NBA has created a 16-player tournament that will span over 10 days beginning Friday. The event will air on ESPN and has NBA superstar Kevin Durant, along with Trae Young, headlining as some of the people who will be playing in the tournament. That's all we have for sports. Back to you, Luke.
Thanks so much, Zach, for that update. Now, today may be April Fool's, but you shouldn't make a fool out of your community by not filling out the 2020 census. April 1st is called Census Day because you should base your census answers off of where you're living today. Census counting will continue throughout the summer, but the Census Bureau encourages everyone to fill it out as soon as possible. The census helps local, state, and federal governments decide how much funding to dole out to communities. So it's in your best interest to fill that out as soon as you can.
In the wake of everything happening in the world, Stubblefield's Bar and Grill in Pullman took to Twitter this April Fool's Day to put a lighter spin on the pandemic. Stubblefield's Twitter account posted a fake security video of a man wandering around the bar and grill with his Stubblefield's glass and a protective mask, apparently trying to still partake in Stubby Tuesday. The Twitter post even joked that the man, quote, took one roll of toilet paper and a box of straws, unquote.
Well, that is all from us today here at Murrow News 8.
Since things have changed, you can now watch us live on YouTube every weekday at 5:30.
And remember, all of our news content can still be found at nwpb.org/MN8. And don't forget to follow us on social media.
Have a great night, everybody. Stay home and stay healthy.